so many years now behind me. These old stories, legends, maybe they were decades ago. Maybe it was yesterday. And here I find myself again, as if I were standing at the beginning of a new path I did not know, yet I have walked 1,000 times before. It has returned, this familiar feeling. May I have the power for this journey. May those who walk this path with me, and those who will follow my path, untold generations from now, all have the power. May we all have courage. Let our missions have meaning. Let us know what it means to fight. Let us rejoice in our golden moments. Let us understand what honor is. And so my prayer is for a world that knows no boundary or limit to what we may achieve. May every man see the sky and want nothing lower. Luck, may she never leave us. History will be written in the coming days. When the ink has dried, let us look back on these pages with pride. Let those who were brave enough to walk this path be enshrined for eternity. Determination and brotherhood carry us through every burden and strife. Give us this game of lacrosse, where we may prove our worth.
Dámy a pánové, 7.10. byl stát Izrael nucen vstoupit do válečného stavu. Od té doby svět zaplavují ty nejnešťastnější zprávy, které se bohužel nevyhnuly ani Lacrossové rodině. Prosím, povstaňte.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NBLL live stream. We will start with a minute of silence as on the 7th of October. Country of Israel was forced to enter into a war conflict, and we also have losses in our Lacrosse family, so this minute of silence is for all victims of this conflict. Thank you very much, everyone. And now, welcome to NBLL 2023 live stream here live from Prague, from Jižní Město. My name is Babs, and I have a special guest in the first half.
I'm Carson Colucci, playing for Bratislava, and I'm a special guest for this game between Jižní Město and the LCC Custodes.
So hopefully we will bring you some player insights here from Carson, and later on from his good friend in the second half. I'll let you wait for that. This might be one of the final four pairings, if you will, or maybe even a final four final game, depending on how the seeding will end up. And Bratislava is also a contender in this particular case. So what will you be looking for today?
I think this is going to be a great game. I mean, unfortunately, Bratislava has lost to both these teams throughout the season, but they're both two very competitive. Lots of energy from both teams, lots of great offense and physical defense. So I'm very excited to see the outcome of this game.
The so-called forever rivals in the Czech Republic, the two most traditional teams, not just in this league, but also in field lacrosse, full of national team players, and the skills on this team is unbelievable. We are 15 seconds into the first quarter, and we already had a shot from LCC Radotín on who is in goal. Čekal Tomba, as we call him in the Jižní Město goal. Same on the other end by Jakimčuk. He tried his luck on the LCC Radotín net. They both want to score first. It's a psychological thing, even though this season LCC Radotín was a little bit slow to start off with and has let in a couple goals before they really got started. I believe that was the case also with you guys.
Yes, we had a quick start against LCC, and they eventually ended up coming back to defend themselves. But we caught them off guard pretty early, and they got better as the game went on, and we unfortunately did not. But it is a quick start right now. LCC looks like they're possessing the ball. They've caused a couple turnovers. They're getting shots on. But Jižní Město is doing the same thing. So.
And same for when Bratislava opened up against Jižní Město, I believe a week or two so ago. Oh, and there's the opening goal here. This time by Jižní Město. I believe it was. Oh yeah, Bambušek. We do like seeing him. So we have the first goal here, but what I was gonna say is Bratislava had a very impressive 6-0 lead. What happened?
I don't really know what happened in that game, but we didn't come to play in the second half. The first half was something else. We went up 6-0 on Jižní Město, and then got into a bit of penalty trouble, dug ourselves in a deep hole, went down 9 goals in the third quarter. So it was 9-6 after the third, and we just couldn't get back from it. So.
Well, let's see if you can do better in your upcoming games. I'm sure you can, because Bratislava has been getting better every single game. This game, it has definitely a very fast start. Jakimčuk again driving to the net. Not quite as successful as his colleague. Nevertheless, bringing the ball back into play quickly. Friedel setting up their offense. Hulesh with a try on Tomba. Oh, lots of body contact in this game as expected by both teams. Friedel, Blechschmidt, Hulesh. Oh, nice feed to Barak. He didn't quite connect with it as he wanted to, but he was ready to go. And now we're going back on the other side of the floor with an attack by Jižní Město. Novak going for it, or maybe not, feeding to Bambušek. And we are seeing some returning players here who have not played the season yet. So Vimola has injured himself at the Aleš Hrabersky Memorial, I believe, and couldn't play since, but he is now recovered and back, which is great to see. So his first game back. What do you expect from him?
I have not played against him yet this year, but I've heard that he's a very physical defenseman and brings a lot to the team. Bigger guy, and I mean, I can see it right now. This is the first time I'm seeing him play. There's a big force on defense and a big presence out there. So he's going to do a lot for that LCC already pretty strong defense.
Now let's go back for a second to the people on the floor. Hayek there on that ground ball, also returning for a small ankle injury, and he might be the fastest guy in this league. We will never know because unfortunately due to his ankle injury he had to miss out on the All-Star game, and the title of the fastest player went to a colleague of his, which I always thought that he's the fastest. So. Let's see. Yeah, Presley, you can see him there with number 7. He is insanely fast. They have a bunch of really fast players on both teams, so it's really good to see. As an official, I really hate when they have a fast break and I need to be the one running next to them because it just looks dumb.
I bet I would never be able to keep up with some of these guys, even as a player. You see them take off and you're really just hoping for help from the bench.
Lots of contact here in front of the bench, and I never like these ones because you have all eyes on you. There's so many sticks involved. So if we can get the ball off the boards right in front of the benches, I do not mind. All right, let's see. Barak, Kuchera to Vimola. Vimola also very successful in attack as a defenseman. He does like going forward. If you are watching, do let us know where you're watching from. We always like to see where we have fans. I would bet that we have our Polish friends. Dobry večer. Maybe somebody from Slovakia and also Vienna. The Vienna-Berlin matchup last weekend. What do you think about that?
Those were great games to watch. I was actually at both of them. I didn't get to see the last one finish, but the game on Saturday night, it was really tense. It was tense till the end as well. There was no true... You didn't know who was going to come out with the game, and I believe that was the same for the end of the game on Sunday, too. It was great to see both of those teams perform, and they also made sure that they got all their guys to Prague for that long weekend.
Absolutely. So if you didn't see the game on Sunday and you missed the end, you should go and rewatch it because Vienna really did only miss out on the last 3 minutes of the game and was a 1-goal game. And their Saturday matchup also was very tight. And another try. This was very close. Novak on the edge of the goal. Now Hayek to Pech. Knotek dodging through. Oh, and that rolled in. Very unlucky for Tomba. He had the save, just not quite securely in his stick, and the ball just rolled in. Very unfortunate for him, but very fortunate for LCC. So we have an equal score of 1-1. And let's see what happens at this next phase. Tilsher for LCC, and I can't see who's on the Jižní Město side. Paulas, yes. All right, and Šruta now from LCC takes the ball forward. Yeah, one of the newcomers to the Jižní Město team. They also snatched a really good one from Malešice, which is great to see that we have, they can swap teams midway through the season. There's a deadline, and Jižní Město definitely utilized that and snatched Ondrej Podroužek, who was a long-time Malešice player. Certainly not an easy decision for him, I would say. He left his brother behind on the Malešice team. Yeah, but it just shows like how this league is growing and professionalizing every single game as we go along. Great shot there by Jižní Město. Yeah, there he was, Ondrej Podroužek. And another one, and you can see that, and you can see how that was a good choice.
He did make a big difference in the game that we played against Henry Brasov. He really heightened up their left side, making them a lot stronger. He's a very good shooter and loves to set those big picks. As we move down to the other end, Hayek has the ball, moves it to Kuchera, to Knotek. LCC looks to possess the ball here. Quick shot as shot runs low. Big save by Tomba. And Jižní Město looks to clear the ball up the floor. Error pass by Jižní Město as they just crossed the midline. Knotek picks up possession for LCC.
Ball moving at fast pace in this game. It never really stops. Hulish with a great feed from Kuchera. And another try from Barak, I believe, from the other end. Moving pick, I would have said so also. I know Tomba likes to try it. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So now Jižní Město with the pickup. But Kuchera might snatch it. And so he does. And it's back to an LCC attack. Always great to see how fast they can combine passes. Tonda Gottwald, also a feared defender. Very hard, very body strong, I would say, and very strong-willed also. Over and back here. Polish couldn't quite connect with the ball. Matej Reznicek with a fast prep on his end to get started right away. To Bambushek. We have 6 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen, and as expected, a very fast-paced, very physical, very even game so far, and we hope it stays that way. Podrožek almost, not quite, but Shamai could hang on to the ball. Podrožek with another shot, but a save in the LCC net. And now a try on the other end, and it's just back and forth all day long.
I think this game is going very fast. In a sec, we might see the teams maybe slow down for a sec, try to possess the ball as Jižní Město is doing here. A great backdoor feed that just didn't connect for Jižní Město, but they maintain possession. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And a shot, big save. Goalie on the ground, can he make the stop? Latush Till just steps behind him. The goalie makes the stop. Still looking for the ball here, and Custodes is going to have possession, they're going to clear.
If you were surprised for a second that number 10 doesn't look his usual self, that would be because tonight Kyle Becker got the legendary number 10 jersey as Pavel Doshli had to stay behind on the coaching bench. Believe it or not, but that's what an Olympic athlete really looks like. Pavel Doshli, over 40, played a whole weekend of field lacrosse with broken ribs. Unbelievable. So he is recovering now to be fit for Final Four for sure. We didn't know he had broken his ribs, and he just played for 2 teams all weekend long. Incredible.
That is something that I don't think I could do myself. Good for him, especially in field lacrosse, a lot less pads. That's something else. Great backside feed to Kuchera, but he's in the crease. And it looks like Jižní Město is going to look to clear the ball. LCC with a big press, trying to make it clear harder for Jižní Město, but they get it.
A lot of contact here, and we will have a penalty coming. I have not seen all of the action, but I would almost guess that it was the cross-check by Tonda Gottwald, probably off ball. We will see. So Jižní Město pulled their goalie and will utilize this advantage as long as they can, which would be right now. I'm not sure Tonda knows he's getting a penalty. He is about to find out. He knows now. You can tell by his body language. Oh, a slash, okay. So, yeah. Not surprising. First power play now for Jižní Město. Let's see if they can convert. Also something I've learned watching Zbraslav, that being a man down is not necessarily a disadvantage, as you seem to score on your man down.
Occasionally we do end up burying the ball man down, but against Jižní Město last week, that was the complete opposite. They tore us apart on their man up, and we couldn't really convert on ours when we had the opportunities. But we have a great transition game, and especially when you're man down, it seems like the offense is a little less prepared for that striker. Such as Cobra has an opportunity to get the ball right here, but usually Město will maintain possession and go back on the attack while they're man up.
So still a minute and a half to go in this power play for Jižní Město. Sometimes the men down teams here in the defense, they're so focused, so disciplined, it's very hard to break through. Jižní Město is looking for an opening. Podrožek to Bambušek. Fischer couldn't quite get it. What a shame. They were set up. They pulled out that defense. That would have been the opportunity. Now Kressel, look, watch these legs. So that's currently the fastest player, or the known fastest player in the league. I'm sure we will find a way of having him and Hayek face off in a battle out in a fastest runner competition to see who truly is the fastest, but I was very happy for him. Some action on, big mistake by the Jižní Město defense. Tomba had that first save, but somehow didn't quite save the ball there. And then, of course, LCC utilizes this opportunity, and we have a man-down goal. Maybe I jinxed it.
A man-down goal. That was a great work by Pesh, staying around the crease as their rebound was still floating around. A little risky play considering they were man-down, but it seemed to work out in their favor. Jižní Město wins the face-off, and they look to attack quick. They are still man-up. 15 seconds left on the man-up. Shot wide. 10 seconds on the man-up. Can they capitalize? They move the ball around, looking for the right shot. And a pull from up top by Fischer, right in the back of the net with 1 second left on the penalty for LCC.
Excellent power play action here. First got scored on and then scored against LCC in their power play with just 1 second left. I'm sure Tonda isn't too happy about that. He was almost out of the sin bin. But yeah, we have a score of 2-2, 2 minutes left in this first quarter. There's a lot of action here. If you're sitting at home and you don't see your friends watching this, I strongly recommend you share the link. If you want to keep track of our stats, do join us online on pointbench.com for all the stats from this game and all the others, even the ones that were not streamed. 1 minute left in this quarter. Let's see who can come on top at the end of this. It's very weird for me to see somebody else with the number 10. But beautiful play by Plekáček going to Krzysztof Novak. Excellent play. I got a little distracted there, sorry for that. So 1 minute 7 left now, and Jižní Město currently in a 1-goal lead. If the last 14 minutes tell us anything, it won't stay that way for long, as LCC is certainly trying hard. Great opportunity for Podrožek, a second one. That man is unreal. What a good pick for Jižní Město to snatch this guy away from Malešice. And I'm sure his Malešice friends are quietly cheering him on, even though he's on now a different team. Excellent action on the other end as well. Tomba with a last clear. Who will it be, Fischer or Knotek? And Fischer it is, almost. Hulesh snatched the ball back. Tillischer, 24 seconds left. We do have a full possession there. There's some push and shove with Lavallée and Hulesh. I wouldn't go into a one-on-one contest with Lavallée, to be honest. Holding and pushing and shoving. Let's see who will lose it first. I have my guess. Action by Friedel and a save by Tomba, and water time. Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching NBLL 2023. Jižní Město hosting LCC Radotín, the forever rivals, currently the host, Jižní Město, with 1 goal in the lead. We will take a short break. Don't go anywhere. Just grab a drink, invite your friends, and we will be right back.
Welcome back to the second quarter action between Jižní Město and LCC Custodes. Jižní Město controls the face-off again. Number 66 is Thomas Nelson. He's actually from a Division III college in the United States of America and was an All-American at his school this year in face-offs. He's been having a dominant performance against the Custodes, who actually lost their face-off guy due to an injury a couple of weeks ago. LCC has the ball, looks to attack from the left side. A great shot off of Tomba and out of play. A reset for the Custodes, and they look to use this 30.
Barak to Procházka. And a shot by Huliš. Not quite successful. Bambušek, the scorer of the opening goal in this game. Good matchup with Šruta there. Plechaček, one that we really love to see returning to the game of lacrosse. And now it's a back and forth. Kučera over to Knotek, back to Kučera, but Kučera was through the crease, unfortunately. And so we continue with our back and forth. Jakimchuk, Vejmic, he is just such a big guy. It looks so easy when he intercepts plays.
What a big presence he is out there. We've seen it in the first quarter of this game, and we keep just seeing the big plays from him. What a difference is for this LCC defense. A great ride by Kuchera and Barak. Get the ball back in the offensive end and have a fresh 30 to use. Pesh, shot blocked by Jižní Město, but maintains possession of the ball. Looking to feed from behind. A pass back to Pesh. Can't control it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Looking to get a shot off. LCC changes some of their guys to make sure they can cut off transition. Jižní Město looking to clear the ball. And they get it over half. I'm surprised there hasn't been more transition opportunities by both these teams. They're both very fast and like to get off the start. But what do you think, Babs?
absolutely. We haven't seen any real fast breaks yet. I am sure they will come later. I have seen Podrožek on the crease more or less the whole game. I don't know if that guy ever subs, to be quite honest. Also not the youngest, but you couldn't tell by just watching him play. Plechaček. Tilsher couldn't quite bring the ball out of his half. But yeah, as you said, we've seen a lot of fast play. It's either that the defense is set up very fast, and that's why we seemingly don't have any fast breaks, or I don't know. We shall see. Friedl to Hulesh. Who's that? Barak? Yeah. Barak, Knotek. Another shot. We've had a lot of shots here already, and we're only 16 minutes, 17 minutes into the game. Still plenty of time and plenty of action to watch here. Yeah, I'm not surprised that this is one of the Final Four setups, or potential setups, if I may say so. It is, if you look at our table, I think it's pretty clear that LCC will make it into the Final Four, and then number 2 and number 3 right now are Jižní Město and Zbraslav, and I believe there's still a battle for 4th. And there it goes. Kyle Becker making his mark and earning that number 10 jersey that he is wearing today by extending the lead of Jižní Město to 2 goals. It's 4-2 now. You will get to see the replay. We have to remember it. It looked pretty cool.
I thought it was awesome. The goalie had his glove up, but it just bounced right past. A great placement on the shot. And LCC controls the ball off the face-off. Kressel in, great shot, but big save by Tomba. A reset for LCC as Knotek picks up the ground ball, looks to shoot, shot, save by a laying down Tomba, and Jižní Město has the ball and looks to clear. Jižní Město carries over and pushes their right side. Fisher to Novak. Novak with a shot blocked by Statra. And Jižní Město looks to attack from behind. Fisher in front, but is unable to handle it. Shot from outside, big save by LCC. And they look to push. They have an opportunity for transition. Can they capitalize? Big shot by Hulesh, but big save by Tomba on that transition opportunity. What a great look by Knotek as Hulesh was wide open right in the middle of the floor. Hulesh to Knotek, to Kuchera, back to Knotek, but unable to handle the ball. Pesh picks up the ground ball, looks for Knotek behind the net, a behind the back pass to Friedl, unable to connect, but Friedl comes out with the ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock, and a stray pass coming from the left to the right, unable to handle by LCC, and Jižní Město ball as they look to clear. Right at the midline, LCC tries to make a play, and I think we're gonna have our first fast break of the day. And it's a goal by number 5.
I'll help you there. Tonda Gottwald, so maybe making up for his stay in the sin bin. And now bringing LCC closer and closing the gap. So we're back to a 1-goal game as expected. It is a back and forth here at the Jižní Město Arena, South City. For the ones who know it under that name, they host a great tournament in early January, or late January actually, early in the year. And Novak's goal! So Jižní Město is definitely focused on extending their lead and keeping it up. So Novak with his 2nd goal today, and it's 5-3. Wow.
It's just a back and forth game right now. Both teams with a lot of great opportunities, but both also need to capitalize. Jižní Město with another face-off win. And LCC is back to defend. Pajuzek. Fisher from outside. Big stop by LCC. Hayek on the break, but they were unable to find him. Looks like we have some action behind the play. And Kressel clears the ball. Looks like a 4-on-2 right now for LCC. Can they capitalize? A straight pass from Kressel, but gets the ground ball. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They need to get a shot here. Shot by Knotek wide. Pesh can't handle the ball, and that's going to be an over and back from LCC. LCC is just going to get back on D as Jižní Město picks up the ball. Novak from the corner. Nobody on him at first. Was contemplating going to the cage, but moves the ball to the right side. Shot from outside. Another big save from LCC. It looks like Jižní Město really likes to take these big bouncers from the outside. Very unpredictable where they're going, especially for a goalie. A lot tougher to see as well. Feed across to Barak. Barak inside. Big save by Tomba, but the rebound is loose. Picked up by LCC. Can they control it? Still on the ground. It's picked up. Another shot by LCC, saved by Tomba. And Jižní Město will look to clear the ball. Small press from LCC.
We have seen an unbelievable amount of shots, in particular on the Čekal's goal on the Jižní Město side. 18 shots in that first quarter alone. I mean, that's insane, and just shows you how fast-paced this game is. Čekal there on the clear. Fast one. Novak ready. Oh! Almost. That would have been a beautiful break there. Right in front of the goal. All by himself. Could have made it a third goal there. Plechacek not quite on target. Novak. One more? No. Definitely keeping the shots coming. The goalies are certainly not bored today. They have plenty of shots to deal with. Tonda Gottwald now with another chance, and he will use it. Couldn't quite connect. Knotek was ready. A little bit too close to the crease. Reznicek making sure that Tomba isn't left alone there with Tomáš Knotek in front of him. That can be dangerous. Tomáš Knotek also a very tall attackman and can intercept some of those goalie clears easily. But here Podrožek with a goal, his hanging out around the crease has finally paid off. And his first goal today, probably not his last. By the looks of it, I would say he has probably at least 7 shots just by himself. All very great, good shots, very much on target, and this one was successful. And Jižní Město now with a 3-goal lead late in this second quarter. Let's see what LCC wants to do about it. Schruta to one of the youngsters on this team, Pech. Pech goes for it. Not quite. Vejmelka. Our guest commentator, Arya, wants to say something.
It's 3-6.
It is 6-3, and she has been commentating some games before, so thanks for indulging with us. Vejmela to Dobiash. That was not what he was going for. Knotek was there and ready, but Dobiash snuck up on him. Bambušek looking for Novak. Novak by himself, or maybe Fisher. Fisher, Bambušek. Maybe back to Novak. No, by himself, tries it, at least gets a reset. Vejmela is right there. And Hayek. The other one of the fast ones here.
Fisher from outside, shot wide. Pajujek gets the ball back. Another shot from outside from Jižní Město is blocked by LCC. Vodalan looks to grab the ball for LCC. Fisher right on the backside, off the pipe, and it goes right out of play. What a find from Jižní Město to find Fisher on the backside. Just can't bury the opportunity. Pajujek going down the left side, doesn't have anything, turns back up, and it goes to the right side. Shot wide, and LCC gets possession of the ball. I think LCC is going to look to have a possession here. They've been stuck on defense for about at least a minute, and they move it down the left side. Friedel, big picks from Kuchera and Hulesh, and he moves it over to Brock on the right side. Kuchera up top, looking for the feed. Hulesh, great feed from Kuchera. Hulesh just can't hold on to it. A great check by Jižní Město. Tombo with the ball, looking to find somebody open, and Kuchera tries to break. A bounce pass that just doesn't work out. It looks like it's going to be 3-on-2 going the other way. Shot by Hulesh, and Kuchera maintains possession of the ball. Kanotek cross side. It's knocked down by Jižní Město. Kuchera rides for the ball. Hulesh gets the ground ball, and they look to maintain possession. On the ground, Pesh picks up the ball. To Kuchera from the left side.
And some push and shove there. This time, Procházka will go into the sin bin. And yes, I will save you every time Procházka is on ball. I'll teach you. By the end of this trip, you will know how to say his name. But there are some that I don't like to say, I have to admit. So even practice doesn't always make perfect with some of these. It's really difficult. So let's see, another power play for Jižní Město. In the last power play, they got one and they scored one. So at least basically equal. Lavale now. No problem with that name. Bambušek. Podroužek. Plechschmidt. Bambušek. And Vemola there again with his long hands just gets that ball and will utilize the full 30 probably, or maybe not. Somebody not happy with the amount of players on the floor. I didn't see anything, but that doesn't mean anything. So we are here in a little bit of an elevated view, which has its advantages and disadvantages, I have to admit. The corners you can see better than we do. Podroužek. Nicely done, not quite on oh! What do you think about that?
That was a great shot for that last shot opportunity as the shot clock was running down. I think it was more meant to just get the shot off and get a reset, but good things happen when you get the balls to the cage, and that puts Jižní Město up by 4. It's 7-3 here. Jižní Město looks to control the ball, and they do. And their face-off guy looks to push. And they maintain possession. Novak from the left side. Still has it. Fine cross crease, just can't hold on to it. 6 seconds on the shot clock. They need a shot right now. That shot's blocked by LCC and going up the other way. Friedel has it on the offensive side of the ball for LCC. Pesh to Kanotek. Kanotek shot, 5-hole, big save by Tomba. Timeout by Jižní Město. 18 seconds left in the first half here.
So right now, Jižní Město 7, LCC 3. I think Jižní Město is currently happy with their performance, but they also know to not relax because LCC is infamous in coming back and just overrolling their opponent, especially in the second half. So they have had quite a number of games where the first half looked great for the opponent and then not so good at the end, as you surely can confirm. So right now, a good outlook for Jižní Město, but they are not relaxing. We are back to equal strength, and since we're coming at halftime, Jižní Město pulled out Tomba and are playing 6-on-5. But that was it with this half. Nice try there towards the end. It's always nice to bury one more just before halftime. 7-3. This is Babs and my special guest, Carson. Carson, thank you very much.
Thank you guys for listening, and thank you, Babs. It was great.
This was my pleasure with Carson, who will be back for some other games later this season. We still have a bunch of stream games coming up, and we have a second half coming up with another special guest. So do stay tuned. You have a 12-minute break to grab drinks and food and your friends, and join us here for the NBLL 2023 second half of this wonderful Jižní Město LCC Radotín game. Carson, this was great. Good job.
Thank you, Babs. It was fun.
You ready?
Thank you.
Ano.
Jako já? Jeden. Všetky ne. Já nabízím jeden, nebo dva. A můžeš si vybrat.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NBLL 2023. We are here live from Jižní Město, who are taking on LCC Radocin, their forever rival. This is what you call in Europe a derby. And we have seen a very fast-paced back and forth game where towards the end of the second quarter, Jižní Město could extend their lead to 4 goals, and it's now 7-3. But if we know anything about LCC Radocin, it is that you cannot rely on a 4-goal lead because it can be gone in a second, and they will certainly come in hot from halftime and try to get on the board some more. We see no change in goal on either side, so we're still with the same goalies who have seen an insane amount of shots. My name is Babs, and I have another guest here.
Hi, my name is Jack Rice. Really glad to be here commentating with you, Babs. I'm excited to get this second half underway.
And we will be bringing you some insights here from the second half. So Fisher with a quick shot on goal. And we're continuing with a very intense offense by Jižní Město. Fisher. And Ondrej Podrožek has just been hanging out around that crease basically the whole game. I don't think I've seen him sub for more than 2 minutes yet. So far, what do you think?
Obviously, you know, it's a very physical and up-and-down game. I'm sure LCC was surprised to find themselves down 4 goals at half, but I think that little halftime break, they got a fire lit under their butts, so hopefully they'll come back stronger and faster this half.
And we are seeing some attempts on their end. This was now by Vodolan. If you are watching online, do tell us where you're watching from. And a scramble by the boards. Those are always interesting. I mean, as an official, I don't particularly like them, but I think as a spectator, they can be very exciting. Jižní Město comes on top on this one, but let's see for how long, because Šruta successful on the pickup, bringing the ball into another LCC offense with Knotek, and Barak cannot connect, but saved by Kučera, by Lukáš Kučera, I should specify. Tipped off there by Bambušek. Over and back for LCC, and Bambušek will clear the ball there.
And here we have another Jižní Město offensive try here. Looking to create space with a pick as Heilig falls down. And here's Vodovan on the break. Will he capitalize here? And saved by Tomba. Something a little extra there behind the play. Jižní Město advances once again. Looking to hold the ball, get the best shot possible. Down the alley shot, save by LCC. Looking to clear now.
Yeah, Mareš has seen also quite some shots this game, not as many as Tomba on the other end, but a lot nevertheless. If you look at the stats, 18 shots on Čekal, on Jižní Město in the first quarter, and then 13 on both ends in the second one. So quite an intense game over here. Lavale to Fisher. You can see Jižní Město is real hot, also fired up by their local fans here. Bambušek. Oh, that would have been beautiful. Did not quite work, but maybe the next one. I do love that quick stick action, especially on a rebound or on the rebound off the boards. I am a big fan. Knotek to Hulesh. Kučera and Barak ready to go. But Dopiash in the right place at the right time. He tends to do that. On the double team, gets rid of the ball to Petrak in time. Petrak to, who is he looking for? Fisher, Bambušek, and to our new friend Kyle Becker. Fisher and Gottwald in a pissing context, you might say. Bambushek scored the opening goal today. Almost, but the time was gone anyway. Nevertheless, Petrak did try to save that one. So you're playing for Zbraslav, right? Also a contender in this Final Four expected matchup. Who would you want to see, ideally, in your first semifinal?
We had a great game last week against Jižní Město. Kind of trailed off in the second half there, but I think if we get another shot at them, we could definitely beat them. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully playing Jižní Město again in the first round of the Final Four. I think it'd be a really, really great game.
Did you expect to play, in the Final Four as you were joining the team here? Did you have an idea on how good they were?
I obviously coming here, I really didn't know anything, how any of the teams were, how the league was, but I sure am glad I found myself playing for Zbraslav because it's a great group of guys and a great team. Our captain, Pimpy, and Brian Whitmer do an awesome job of leading us and, coaching us and being good role models for us.
Well, that is sorry, my bad. Long day in the office today. That is great to hear, and we will bring you more insights from some of our hosting players. But now a power play for LCC, their first one this game. Maciej Reznicek went into the sin bin for a hole. So 2 minutes now for LCC to shorten that deficit that they currently have. They haven't scored in a while. So I'm pretty sure they want to do something, even though nobody scored in this second half yet. Lavallee gets away with the ground ball pickup. I do wonder sometimes, Bambushek to... that was close. Bambushek to Dobiash didn't quite work. Is Wejmelka ready to go? Tomba to Bambushek. Plecháček, Podroužek, all waiting. Mikulka did not quite work. LCC is complaining. They think there was a moving pick there. I think it was just a being in the way, generally as it happens when you run around. Podroužek. I'm so amazed by this guy. It's unbelievable. What a player. Even though that one wasn't successful, he is extremely dangerous on the crease. LCC now with still 36 seconds of power play. Let's see if they can capitalize on it. They're taking their time, looking for the right shot. Procházka to Kučera. Kučera, oh, nice try in the corner. But Tomba was ready. Procházka again. Knotek. Procházka, yeah. 10 more seconds. Procházka. Knotek, good idea, even though it didn't quite work. I would watch out there, and we're equal strength now. Pech did try to sneak away with the ball there. Wow, intense 2 minutes here, or well, say intense 2.5 quarters here already. Well, I want to say Doshli when I see 10, but it's not. It's Kyle Becker. Vodolan. Another shot, and Fischer takes it back. Hayek didn't like that contact there by Mikulka. Let him know about it also. Yeah, these two teams really don't leave anything out, and they leave all their effort on the floor here. This is great to watch. An amazing game of box lacrosse. If you have friends who've never seen a box lacrosse game, this might be one that they want to look at. Kressel. Barak. Barak tries it. Friedl with the rebound. This is where you really see the difference between box and field players. I do say it every game. But especially on the teams that play a lot of field lacrosse, you can tell because they can't get the rebounds off the boards.
You know, that's one of the toughest things about offense is corralling a shot coming off the boards. especially when they come back with velocity. But yeah, it's really a talent that box players adapt to and have, is having a great stick and picking up those tough ground balls and getting it to space.
Yeah, keeping your stick up, and you can tell that, you know, these Czech players have been playing this since they're kids because they're very used to the boards. They know how the ball bounces. And I guess that's what I wanted to ask you. Because of the different floors we have, right? Like Radotín is a turf. This obviously is a gym floor. Do you think there's a certain advantage to it when you play in your home arena?
I mean, definitely aside from your home fans, the home floor is definitely a big advantage. You just can know how it'll bounce and what to expect from the funky bounces coming off the boards. I'd say playing from here as opposed to Radotín, it's a lot more bouncy. The ball goes a bunch of different directions, whereas Radotín, it kind of softens up the bounce on that turf floor.
I always find that interesting when also I watch, you know, teams play with different types of balls, for example, even though technically they should all bounce the same. And now, Hulesh with a sneak away, I would say, almost. And 7-4, shortening the deficit for LCC Radotín. It took a while here in this half or in this quarter. I'm sure the officials are quite happy to swap around a little bit. Also today we have Vojta Schaffner, Vašen Frank, and Dan Hagen. All three expected with an invitation to Utica next year, very hopefully. So we'll see. Many of the players on the floor here today are expected to qualify in a way or another for the Czech national team. So that will be also exciting to see who gets to go to New York next year. Will you be there?
I will. I actually go to college about an hour away from Utica, so I'll definitely be there watching these guys and watching all the other games. It should be a great time.
So you better get equipped with your favorite player's jersey. They are on auction right now from the All-Star game and contribute to a good cause by doing so. Just head to the NBLL Instagram or Pink Bubble online and get the jersey of your favorite player, for example, to support them during the upcoming World Championships next year. Oh, and there he is, Podrožek. This time not even close to the crease, yet very, very dangerous. A sniper into the net, into Mater's net. And yeah, 8-4, so that 4-goal lead is back. It didn't take long, less than a minute for the counter offense here by Podrožek. His jersey is also on auction. He still played with his yellow Malešice helmet during the All-Star game and in the 2K team, which was the older of the two. Fischer, Plecháček. That's always a good matchup. I like seeing Plecháček and Hayek in a matchup, I have to admit, because they're like similar height and it's just intense. Fischer with Vimola. Oh! Wow. Okay, well, we waited for a long time for a goal in this second half, and now we had 3 goals within 2 minutes. This time by Michal Šamaj, his first this game. Always good for a surprise. I think he's a little surprised himself that this worked.
Yeah, you know, Jižní Město's, a lot of their offense comes from that left side. They're very dangerous and very talented on the left side. This one coming from the right side was a great goal, great spot to put that shot right over the goalie, right over the shoulder of the LCC goalie. Here they are back on offense. And now here's a breakaway. And a save by Tomba. Great effort there on the breakaway to stop.
Matouš Tilsher, that would have been something with a nice breakaway. And a counter by Plecháček. Wow, Jakub Plecháček. I'm sure Matouš is heartbroken right now that didn't go in on his end. But what an effort to bring the ball all the way there. 10-4. Now, okay, now it's starting to be a little bit surprising and maybe a little bit uncomfortable for LCC. But again, a lacrosse game is quite long. We're playing 4 times 15 stop clock. So we still have about 20 minutes to go. And there is a lot that can happen in 20 minutes. And there's many teams who have issues with the fourth quarter, as I'm sure our friends from Vienna heartbreakingly can say. And this way, grüß Gott nach Wien. Ich hoffe, ihr schaut zu. Ich habe euch sehr angefeuert am Wochenende und nächstes Mal klappt es ganz bestimmt. So a shout out to our friends in Vienna that are joined by a couple of players from Bratislava. Dobrý večer aj do Bratislavy k tým, kto sa pozerajú. But now we're back here in Czech Republic, in the south of Prague, in Jižní Město. And it's all Jižní Město right now with a 10-4 6-goal lead. LCC is trying to find ways how to break the net on Tomba's end, and definitely fired up by the local fans. The stands are quite full on the Jižní Město side. We also have some LCC fans joining us here. Lavalle's shot on Čekal. Sorry. Lavalle again. Oh, this is so exciting.
Yeah, it is really great to see. Both playing hard and fast as they try to drive to the net there. You know, they have been really dangerous from the left side, driving underneath and being able to position themselves in front of the net to get a great scoring opportunity from a great angle.
Tonda Gottwald is on fire tonight, and confirming that with a goal for himself as well. This is second today. I believe he went to the Simbin once and definitely made up for it more than once now with his second goal tonight, and he's been playing quite great so far, I do have to say. Yes, the second one of the night for him. I do like to see when Tonda gets his chance to shine, because he's a great guy, great player.
He's a really great physical defender tonight, making his bread and butter in the transition game, but he's a really solid stay-at-home defender, and he is a devil to play against, that's for sure.
Definitely, he is also quite the intense personality on the floor, but he has calmed down in recent years. His counterpart on the other end would be Joachim Plechschmidt, 29, and those two together, oh, I tell you, very explosive matchup. But they have both calmed down as they gotten a little bit older with the years, which I can relate to. Podrožek, definitely on fire tonight. Bambušek, heavily guarded Podrožek, and also Novak. Shamai trying to get away with a pick. Well, utilizing the referees maybe not the best idea. Bambušek, not quite, but always worth a try. My favorite name is on the floor now. Richlik means express, like express train. And I do love when he has a fast break, because it's just fun to commentate on. Okay, Mikulka. But he has Hayek there. That's not an easy matchup to go against. Double team with Knotek. And Vimola now with the ball. His first game after injury. You cannot tell that he's been on a break. Prochaska. Vimola. 8 seconds left. That's why we don't have a shot clock. Hold on. We do have, that is costly. Illegal substitution by LCC Radocin. That is unfortunate, because they were a little bit on a roll here with 2 goals more or less back to back. And now another power play for Jižní Město. So they will serve 2 minutes unless Jižní Město can score in these last 4 seconds. That will roll over to the next quarter.
Yeah, and that's a real momentum killer here for LCC Radocin. You know, like you said, they'll be coming into the fourth quarter man down, and that's a last-minute shot by Jižní Město. So we'll see how LCC will respond man down for the beginning of the fourth quarter, and hopefully they can figure something out here, down 10-5.
And this was it for the first 3 quarters of this game. We still have a full quarter to go, so do return while you're on a break. Maybe do check out the Pink Bubble Aukce, AUKCE, online to get the jersey of your favorite player and contribute to a good cause while doing so, as the profits from this auction will go to support kids and young people whose lives were interfered by with cancer. So we do contribute to this very noble cause and would like to invite you to do the same. So please go online and bid for the jersey of your favorite player from the NBLL All-Star Game. We have Team 3K, the younger ones born after the year 2000, and 2K with all players born before the year 2000. Pretty neat. We will take a short break and be right back. This is Babs with my guest,
Jack Rice.
Aria.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, from wherever you're watching, all the way to Colorado in the U.S. So we are saying hello to you. My name is Babs, and this is my special guest,
Jack.
And Aria.
and we are here for you all evening with another quarter to go, starting man up for Jižní Město, man down for LCC. We have Tilsher on the face against an All-American, I believe. Did I get that right? Yes, thank you very much. And yeah, very exciting 5-goal lead for Jižní Město, at least from Jižní Město perspective. We are in their home arena. As you can hear to our right is their home fan base. Plešmit with a shot, but Šruta closely watching Novak, who's had a couple goals today already. We've seen an insane amount of shots today already on both ends. If you want to know more about our stats, do head to pointbench.com. You will find our stats over there. Novak now on the ball, sorry. www.pointbench.com. That is correct. So another minute here, man down from this perspective, as LCC will be on ball. Knotek. Fischer, sorry. I got stuck. Pech. And we've seen a very competitive game so far, even though the score has a 5-goal lead for Jižní Město. And Jižní Město is missing a couple of their top performers tonight, namely Pavel Došli, their captain, even though you do see a number 10 on the floor shortly. He is injured, so is their defense, JZ. So not everybody on here, but of course LCC also doesn't have a complete squad here tonight, but they have been rejoined by recent injuries, Hayek, and also Vimola, who hasn't played this part of the season yet after an injury during the Aleš Hrabersky Memorial. So we're very glad to see him back. They are missing their face-off guy, Ondrej Sterblik, who is recovering from a knee injury. But don't worry, we're making it sound like there's a lot of injuries in lacrosse. That's not the case. It's a running sport with sticks and balls, so it's just normal. All right, a quite long offensive take from Jižní Město here. If you are on the LCC bench right now, what are your thoughts?
You know, we need to score quick and we need to score often. It really only takes one sometimes to open up the floodgates, so the next goal definitely needs to be ours if I'm LCC. You know, they just killed off the penalty, which was huge, and I believe whoever scores the next goal, whether that be Jižní Město, I think they have a good chance of winning. If they don't and it's LCC, I think we could see a comeback here in the final 12 minutes.
That is very true. Like starting off into the last quarter with a goal usually sets the tone, at least for, you know, the crucial minutes. And because it is potentially the last quarter, you know, you want to start off strong. Jižní Město is pushing hard here today in their home arena. It is getting closer to the Final Four in November. Do join us. We have a couple more games to go, also a couple more streams to go, so make sure to follow our channels to find out when they are. They're also on our schedule on pointbench.com, or head to our Instagram, NBLL_CZ. So now an opportunity for LCC with Knotek. Pech. Oh my God, I would have been so happy for this guy. He's been working so hard, not just today, but especially today. It's not been his day yet. He was not able to finish, but he's gotten close a couple of times. But now, there it is by Friedel. Congratulations to Friedel. Very, very crucial goal for LCC, I'd say.
Yeah, and you know, like I said, I believe this is going to be the one to open the floodgates and allow LCC to get some momentum in their direction, and we'll see if we have a comeback on our hands here.
What does our other guest commentator have to say?
I'm Aria, and I think the boys are playing.
The boys are playing, and they will be playing for at least 11 and a half more minutes. Let's see if Jižní Město can answer. But Hayek now on the ball. He is so fast. Oh, my God. All right. Hulish, Knotek. Not quite, but they will just keep trying. Kuchera, one of the local favorites. Always nice to see him play, just 17 years old. Barak, Kuchera. That did not quite work. You can tell that the benches are getting louder, so there is a momentum swing here, and LCC has picked up the pace on their end for sure, and are looking at shortening Jižní Město's lead. Vimola with one more, almost. Knotek wasn't quite ready, but is ready now. Vimola, Friedel, Hulish, Vimola, Knotek. Oh! And one more. Can he do one more? Oh, there it is. A Friedel feed to, is that Pech? Yeah, to my boy Pech. Congratulations. So, as we said, that was Kuchera, my boy Kuchera. Sorry about that. Very happy for Lukáš there. He played the summer in the U.S., and it definitely shows he was fabulous before. Inside Lacrosse has noticed also, and has had him as one of the top 5 picks after the summer season. So Kuchera now with the 7th goal for LCC, and now just a 3-goal lead for Jižní Město. I think Jižní Město is getting nervous again.
I definitely think they are sweating a little bit now. You know, a 3-goal lead obviously isn't as comfortable as a 5-goal lead, and you know what they say, a 3-goal lead is the hardest lead to maintain in sports.
We will have a power play for Jižní Město, so maybe another momentum killer for LCC being shorthanded, but you know, you never know. They might score another shorthanded goal as they did early in this game, and as Braslav has shown us several times during their games. I'm sorry I keep repeating it, but it is my favorite. It's a very specific skill to have.
you know, they did really kind of pick us apart on the man up when we played them here last week. So let's see what they can do here against LCC, you know, as their lead is slowly dwindling. Have a guy open on the backside, decide to feed him, just missed. But, you know, coming from a player's perspective, it definitely is a momentum killer, especially if they score. So I'd say it's vital that LCC kills this penalty without allowing a goal.
I would say so also, and they have been very successful because they scored 2 goals within a minute and 20 seconds. First Friedl and then a Friedl feed to Kuchera. Beautiful action there. Now Gottwald carrying it over. Can somebody do another shorthanded goal? It was Martin Peck earlier. Maybe he can do it again if he's back on the floor, but we have now Barak. Barak to Prochaska. Oh! Okay, I did jinx it maybe a little bit. So now Barak to Prochaska with a shorthanded goal. And we have a little bit of a mess up on the bench. I do think that the penalty is not released yet, the Kressel penalty. So there should be some time left on that, but we will find out. Yeah, so Tomáš Procházka after a feed by Barak, a shorthanded goal, and we still have a minute left on this power play for Jižní Město. They are looking to answer because now it should be 10-8, I would say. We will have the board corrected shortly. But
The boys are playing
oh, we have a goal. We have a goal by Joachim Plecháček. I believe fed by Novak. That ends that power play for them, and I would say it should be 11-8 to my account. We will find out, and we will get it corrected. And as we were talking about it, our board is correct. So 11-8, currently a 3-goal lead. And it is going back and forth. I think both teams are very hyped. The Jižní Město bench is somewhat quieter. The LCC bench is much louder right now as they're finding their momentum back. And they're playing also, I would say, way more dynamically than in that third quarter.
Yeah, I would agree. I feel like when you're up against a team like LCC Radetin, you need to keep your focus. And when you're down, maybe a spot LCC hasn't found themselves yet in the fourth quarter this season. So I think they need to keep their emotions high and the energy going.
Oh, Tomba got super lucky there. I don't think he knew where the ball was after his first save, and Knotek couldn't quite utilize that advantage for himself. So Tomba got lucky, and the ball just kind of trickled down on his side. Yeah, there's definitely a penalty there. Vimola on the back. And yeah, Jan Fischer lost his helmet on that one. For those of you who don't watch us that frequently, a lost helmet is not that infrequent. The boys just don't buckle it up correctly. And if you are watching us and you're a player, buckle your helmet up. So yes, that was definitely contact there, but not normally enough to get your helmet off. I am thinking this might be a major, but we will see what happens here. Dan Hagen, high stick. Yes, that's a major penalty. And that is a absolute momentum killer. Very unfortunate.
If someone hits him, if someone hits a player in the head, then that's a slash.
A slash or a high stick. And a high stick in box lacrosse is always a major penalty. I do have to say I was kind of hoping that I just had a bad view on it and it didn't look as bad from the floor, but apparently my referee colleagues agreed that that was a high stick by Vimola, which will give a 5-minute man-up advantage to Jižní Město or 2 goals. So in our rules, 2 goals scored would release that penalty. That's why Jižní Město is not in a hurry right now because there's 6.5 minutes left. They have a 3-goal lead, but now Hayek, also called Cobra, even though I don't know why Cobra, because it's not necessarily a fast animal. Yeah, you know, Petrak was asking for that one, so I'm not surprised that they just let it go. Sorry, a little side note here. So in this situation, right, you're 3 goals down, 6 minutes left, and you get a major penalty like that. What does that do to the momentum in your team?
You know, it definitely puts you on your heels a little bit, makes you, as you would like to hear, strap on your helmet a little tighter, tie your shoes a little tighter, and you're really just looking for a transition goal before the 2 minutes are up, the 5 minutes, excuse me, it's a major. Once those 5 minutes are up, you're hopefully looking to score as many as you can as quick as possible.
I mean, LCC did score 2 goals shorthanded this game, 2 out of 8. So, you know, maybe they manage another one, and they're working on it. Oh, now that was close. Lukáš Kučera with 2 tries. And now Jižní Město back on attack. Do tell us where you're watching from.
I don't know why he has a penalty.
I know, because he high-sticked a guy. All right, so, thank you. So Hayek is called Cobra because he is venomous. Well, that's a word that I cannot really pronunciate, so we will just stick with that. But I know, you know what venomous means?
Venomous means venomous.
Okay, a language corner by my 5-year-old Arya. I am sure that it didn't really help our friends who are not native English speakers. Oh, and push and shove there now. Knotek and Dobiash. Tomba interfering there. And emotions running high here late in this game. We have 5 minutes to go. 2.5 still left. And we are saying hello to our friends from Berlin. Guten Abend nach Berlin. Viele Grüße, ihr habt super gespielt letztes Wochenende, jetzt sind die anderen dran. All right. Oh my. So, what are you saying? How much longer until, shit hits the fan here?
I'd say, well, the obvious answer would be within the next 4 minutes, but I'd say probably sometime during this penalty, something's going to happen that one of the guys on either team isn't going to like, and it's really just going to erupt.
If I had to guess, it would be around the end of that power play. So either just before or just after that penalty releases is my money on if I was betting money on this. Anyway, back to this. Vimola does look comfortable in the sin bin, but I'm pretty sure he's not very happy to be in there. Plecháček, Novák. Bambušek, I think. Yeah, well, that went off an LCC stick of Schruta. So Jižní Město will get it back. Novák. Novák tries his luck again, but it was a little too easy there for Mares. And we're also saying hello to Frankfurt and to Pilsen, the home of one of the best beers in the world. Thanks for watching. Vítejte. Oh, there it is. See, I told you. A short-handed goal by Kučera. That's his second today. And, 11-9 with 3 minutes to go, that's nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a super exciting game for you here. This is insane. That is the third short-handed goal by LCC. That means a third of their goals in this game was shorthanded. What do you have to say about that?
I don't know. Sometimes when it's not clicking on 5v5 offense, you just got to find other ways to get the ball in the net. And apparently man down is how LCC is finding a good amount of their goals here tonight. And if I'm LCC, that's an ideal goal. That's an ideal situation here. Really needed to score man down to put it within 2 as this 5-minute major winds down.
And Jižní Město has only 15 seconds left to utilize this power play. Let's see if they can do that. They're certainly trying. Podrožek, if somebody can do it, then him. But he is patient. I think he is waiting for his team to set up. And we are back to equal strength. And just 2 minutes left in this game. Hayek or Cobra, Tilsher. Oh my God. So exciting here. Kuchera again. Can he make it a third? And we will have a slash penalty, I would say. Most probably. So now a power play coming for LCC. Yeah. So with 1:37, crucial. This is unfortunate for Jižní Město. So Michal Kompas goes to the sin bin for 2, which means either LCC scores or Jižní Město will stay man down. I think this first scenario is more likely, but we'll see. Some teams do not perform in power plays as well as others, and LCC certainly performs very well in shorthanded situations. I'm sorry, I was so amazed by this game I stopped talking. So, Friedl to Knotek. Procházka. We've been wandering closer and closer to the Jižní Město bench until we ran out of cable.
Yeah, you know, this is huge for LCC here. They really need to score, and they have less than a minute left to put in 2. Really hard, but not impossible. Let's see what they can do here in these last 45 seconds.
I would say if any team or if a team can do it, where I would bet money on then it's this one. And yeah, I am not wrong. That was Procházka to Knotek, and we are within a goal. Unreal. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a 1-goal game with 37 seconds left. That is amazing. So, whew.
It's a beautiful game, and the red team has lots of goals. I think it's gonna catch up to the white, to Jižní Město.
Yeah, and a timeout by LCC with 29 seconds left. They're trailing by just 1. Let's recap a little bit. They were down by 5 at around halftime. And now back and forth. And then 30 seconds left here in this quarter. We have a 1-goal game. The Jižní Město fans are getting very heated and a little upset, fearing what might come next. And yeah, I
have to make a comment on Mateusz Tilscher's face-off win. That's probably the biggest face-off of the night here, and against an All-American that Jižní Město has at the face-off X. That is a truly incredible and probably the biggest play of the night by an LCC player.
Absolutely, I agree. And my boy Mateusz, oh my God! This is the equalizing goal out of a timeout by Lukáš Kuchera. The Jižní Město side of this hall has gone extremely quiet with this equalizing ban. LCC is trying to stay calm, and let's see if Mateusz can repeat his incredible win against an All-American facer, and he can! Can he do it again? Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, 11 seconds timeout. Jižní Město, 9 seconds. I mean, that is, so Procházka has a question.
It's a tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker, indeed. This is a tied game. We're a little speechless here over in our commentating booth, and we might let you just enjoy the last 9 seconds, trying to keep our emotions. I don't even know what I'm keeping intact. Jižní Město is going for it. They are pulling the goalie. There's some questions by the LCC bench to our official Vojta Schaffner. Something that they're disagreeing with. I believe they're asking for a push. Vojta disagrees. You know, that's why there's 3 officials on the floor. You have a different perspective. 8 seconds. 7, 5. Oh. Wow. Wow.
It ended with a tie.
Yeah, we have a tie. And, okay. We will see what happens next. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have to catch our breath as we will enter overtime in a minute and a half. And this is very exciting indeed. LCC recovered a 5-goal deficit. And wow, just unreal. And I do apologize. I did cheer for the wrong goal scorer there. It was Friedel who scored the equalizing goal. I just got too excited and carried away here that we are watching such an incredible game. So if you still have people who are not watching by now, you better send them the link right away because this is incredible. The forever rivals, the derby of the Czech League. Jižní Město hosting LCC Radotín, and we are in overtime. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
It's the final.
All right, we are in overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. We have a problem with the clock. So we are not yet ready for the overtime, which is unfortunate. Tilsher is complaining and wanting the ball, but Vojta Schaffner, the head official tonight, judged that face-off win for Jižní Město at the time of the buzzer. We are doing some last-minute technical checks here in our arena. We do need to wait for that time to reset. That was the problem. So we're just making it a little bit more exciting for you. You have to wait for it a little longer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we had to reset the board as our board is not made for overtime, but we have overtime here, and it's a golden goal overtime. So first goal will be the winning one. And, yeah, I have no idea who has better chances at this. It's more a mental game by now. What do you think?
It's definitely who can keep their composure the best and who can finish the...
Oh, my God, what a chance by Vimola in his return to the floor, and Kuchera, not quite. Loose push, LCC will get the ball back. What a chance by Vimola. We can just keep wandering with our microphone here because it is so exciting. So I'm sorry I pulled the mic away from you.
No, it's okay. I can't keep my feet still either. Oh, my...
And Friedel, it is heartbreaking for the home team from Jižní Město. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game. What if we've seen something tonight, and we have seen a Jižní Město team that can take on LCC Radotín. This just promises a very exciting matchup for the Final Four, because we can see that LCC can be challenged, and they were challenged tonight. They did come on top by the third Friedel goal, all in the second half. Unbelievable. Any last words here?
I'm just impressed, really impressed by both teams, of course, with the game that Jižní Město gave to LCC, and I'd say even more impressed with LCC keeping their composure, coming back from a 5-goal deficit and a 2-goal deficit with under a minute left, and killing off that major penalty. Huge game, great game by both teams, and congratulations to LCC.
So if you haven't bid yet, you should go and bid on Friedel's jersey right now, because it will be sought after on the pink bubble auction, supporting a great cause, kids and young people recovering from cancer. I'm sorry, my voice is gone, and I do have work tomorrow, so that will be interesting. Thank you very much for joining us tonight from around the world. It was great having you. And yes, I got very excited for both sides. So, unbelievable game, amazing performance by both teams. And yeah, LCC came up top in this overtime game. What a finish by Friedel. Thank you very much for watching. And you can hear the arena here supporting our athletes of the night. What a game. Thanks to my guests. And this is Babs. We will hear you next time. Thank you very much.
It's the end of the game. Wait, repeat.
Viren.